going to the courthouse to finally ask for papers for divorce, only because I happened to think about it earlier today. Yeah, I came to the wrong one originally, so now I'm going to the other courthouse. And of course, I am recognized by literally the guard and two other people. They're like, oh, what are you here for? Divorce? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, that's actually the other courthouse. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. All right. I am just getting to the courthouse to ask about divorce papers. I know Syngin and I just want something super easy, a no contested divorce. Sign. So I'm hoping it'll just be an easy process. I haven't worked out really since Aruba, so at the courthouse I have to go to the 3rd floor, and I'm like, I hopped in the elevator and there was a sign that says, consider taking the stairs. And I'm like, you know what? Let me take the stairs. Signing divorce papers at the tell-all. You know, Monique asked me, are you sure you want to do that? You know, it's Syngin, he's much more than just TV for you. And that also like made me realize that I've been kind of emotionless with talking about it. Part of that is due because yes, the paperwork is legally, on paperwork we're still married, but you know, like, people can be legally divorced and yet mentally and emotionally still be married or still in love and still have all these other feelings that are keeping them still attached to the other person. Whereas for me, there's like not much attachment. Of course, there's moments that I miss him and things like that, but missing isn't the same as feeling attached to someone. And yeah, like, I'm emotionally and mentally been divorced. So I feel like, yeah, it's just the next step is just this paperwork, just get it over and done with, especially before the year's done, so we don't have to file taxes together next year, especially because he has a new girlfriend and they're doing like online things together, and I'm like, I don't want to have to file taxes and then see how much you guys are making doing this. So just cut and clear. There are feelings, you know, it is, I think him leaving that day and driving out the driveway was the rawest and realest moment of our separation, of this whole process. I think the signing of divorce papers is another addition. I don't think it's going to be as raw, or it's not as deep, because we are already separated, but it is more of a finalization, so there may be more emotions and things there.
Okay, ready? Okay.
I am leaving New York from Tell-All weekend. You can tell the cast and I went out last night, had such a fun time. I definitely have not even washed my face since then, but it's all good. Wow. So it was a very intense weekend, but also very fun. All the cast was great, except I never wanted to get on Debbie's side, and now she hates me.
Well, Debbie was going on and on. That's so funny to me.
Fight all day for it.
Well, because honestly, it's because I've been trying to say...
You're crazy.
It hasn't meant anything.
You're nut. Why?
Wait,
I
Debbie,
asked
but
a
listen.
simple question.
Can I finish,
and you
Debbie?
can't answer it?
Debbie, let me finish.
I liked you before, but you're an ass.
Because of what?
It's an ass.
She's taking it way too personal.
All right.
I never wanted to get on Debbie's bad side, and now she hates me. Seeing Syngin do that whole little cartwheel thing, and I know it's probably gonna seem like, oh, he's so happy, but I know Syngin, and he can act out in moments when he's like super sad, because he doesn't want to seem sad. So we actually like talked after, you know, and like we both were actually really sad and like had a lot of feelings, and I feel like neither of us felt comfortable sharing it because we weren't sure how the other person was feeling. Because again, like, you know, we're not on bad terms, but we don't like talk all the time. So we did hang out last night, you know, obviously with the whole crew, and yeah, just kind of talked. Not anything too deep and everything, obviously, because we're like all out, but yeah, it's like an end of a chapter. I still have to go home and file the paperwork and pay the fees and everything, but hopefully Syngin and I will talk a little bit more.